What is going on, guys? It is Duke and welcome to the video. Today, of course, we are back here in Rise of Civilizations. That's right, we do daily content for Rise of Civilizations as we are a sponsor content creator for the developers. And here we go, we're talking Cleopatra today. It's pretty much one commander that I have been sleeping on, basically because she's tough to upgrade. Now, I finally got her first skill up to 5. Now, everybody knows her. She has a huge reputation for being a gatherer, one of the best gatherers in the game. But the problem is, it's tough to get her up and running. Now, if we look here at her first skill, I got it maxed out. But it's not a gathering skill if you're not paying attention. I wasn't paying attention for a while, and I was thinking, all right, her first skill is probably going to be a gathering one because it's most important. That's where she gets a reputation. But it is a support skill. If you look at it, she is the Queen of Kings, which she definitely is. Heals some of the slightly wounded units. My healing factor for a max out is 400 in your army and nearby friendly armies, and increases defense of these troops by 15% bar the next 2 seconds. So she's pretty much like Joan of Arc in this regard. We're going to talk about that a little bit further in a minute here, but really it's the second skill here, the passive skill, which is increases stone, food, wood, and gold gathering speed. Now, all the resources get bumped up, they get buffed. So if you can get to that one, that is pretty strong, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and upgrade her. Let's look at this third skill, beauty and wisdom, because she's beautiful and she's very wise. Of course she is. Increases troop load by 10%, which could be great in a support role depending on who you're pairing her with. But I think for right now, I do not want to push her up to 3 stars here, because I want to really work on this second skill. I want some fast turnaround. I want as much resources as possible. So we're going to go in and we're going to see if we can go ahead and get her. We already have her up to 60%, so let's just go ahead and develop her. Just for video's sake, we're going to get her rolling up to 2 stars because we want to work on that. I really don't see myself putting her at this point in as a support unit right now, but I could be wrong. I'd love to hear your feedback down in the comments below. Is Cleopatra a commander that you're using? Tell me exactly how you're using her other than maybe gathering. But like I said, if you look at her first skill, she's rather strong, and then that third skill, anytime you can open up your armies, that's really strong. Now what we're going to do is pop over to our commander sheet, which was made by detectiveG. Make sure you go in the comments down, actually in the description down below, it's where you can find the link to this one. So if we go up and we look at Cleopatra and her notes, which you can see, and towards the middle, she is the best gatherer but hard to upgrade, as you can see. Now her secondary commander to bring with her is any gatherer, Joan of Arc, Richard, or Boudica. Now, it's interesting. Now, if you pair her with Joan together, whether they go out and they're kind of getting nuked out in the field, it might be tough to kind of bring them down, or it might take a little bit longer than normal because of the healing power. Same thing with Richard. I know Richard and Joan are a rather strong partnership there. It's because they don't go down because of their regeneration skills and the troops and the talents. So they could be tough ones to really deal with, especially if you can work on getting her loaded up. Now, if we go and look at Cleopatra's talent tree, they said the main branch should be gathering, and then we're talking about support and integration. Like I said, link in the description down below. So we're just going to back this one out here, and then we're going to go ahead and see the talents right now to where I have her built. Of course, since I mainly am just using her as a gatherer, that's where I started to build up her talent tree. But if we can go in and look at some of these supports here, let's check it out. So we got the Burning Blood, which a lot of you guys know about. There is additional Rage on there. And then we have Hasty Departure, so that's a march speed to get them up and out of the different structures. Elixir enhances healing effects, which are always great. And then also Loose Formation reduces skill damage taken. So like I said, there's a lot of different ways that you can go, but right now it seems like most people tend to use her as the gatherer. So like I said, I'd love to really hear what you guys are doing with that integration, support, but gathering seems to be the way to go. And it looks like right now I've gotten her up to 2 stars here. Maxed out her first skill. Going to be working on this second skill, trying to get that one up and going with any legendary sculptures that I have. But she's already being recommended in some of my outputs. So right now I think I have 2 people, 2 commanders out there farming. Let's see what it is going to ask me for and see if she'll get recommended. So let's go down and look at this little cropland here. And we'll see. Who do we want to send out? And it's going to be Sarka is going to be going out. And then I'm going to send another one out, but I'm not going to send 4 because I know there's some rallies going on. Looks like people are farming all over the place. I don't want to go for gold right now. Let's go ahead and look at this logging camp. Is she going to be asked to be sent? Yes. So right now they are asking for, and her being rather low level as far as commanders go. She's only level 10, but they're trying to push her out the door and get her out and do some farming and get her out there. So it's all good. I'm super excited about seeing where she can go. I'm super excited to hear where you guys are using her. I'm curious to see if anybody's using her other than a gatherer. But like I said, in the comments down below, let me know and we will talk to you guys later.